everybody. Okay, we need to be punctual. Thank you for being here. We're gonna start. Thanks for doing your writing, your homework. If I didn't do any correction or something like that, then it was 100% or 95, 97, 98, ¿no? Por ahí luego mando correcciones. Es muy importante que las revisen, ¿vale? Las correcciones para como un feedback, ¿no? Como una retroalimentación a los que les corrijo cosas y así, ¿no? ¿Vale? Pero muchas gracias. Thanks a lot for handing me your homeworks, okay? Well, we're gonna start. We haven't finished Unit 7, I think. Or Unit 7, yeah, that's right. Unit 7, last part we did, it was this part, yeah, at a party, yeah, we did. Just a quick reminder, we're going to check that in order to practice.
You aren't English, are you, Nicole? Where are you from?
No, I'm French. I was born in Toulouse.
Oh, is that where you grew up?
Yes. I lived with my parents and my brother in a house near the university there. My father worked at the university.
Oh, how interesting. What did he do? Was he a teacher?
Yes, he was a professor of music.
Really? What does he play?
He's a brilliant pianist.
How wonderful. And what about your mother? What's her job?
She's retired now, but she was a doctor. She worked in the hospital.
Oh, so did you go to school in Toulouse?
Yes, I went to a Catholic high school. I was there for 10 years. Then I went to university.
What did you study?
I studied English and education in Paris. And then I studied for 1 year in London.
Ah, that's why your English is so good. And did you start work straight after that?
No, I traveled around Africa for a few months. Then I taught in a school in Senegal.
That sounds great. And what's your job now?
I teach in a high school in Paris. I teach English and French.
I'm sure you're a brilliant teacher.
Anyway, what about you?
So we practice this part and we're gonna focus on the reading part is going to be our first activity, I think. Yeah, it's going to be our first activity. Yeah, reading and speaking. Hedy Lamarr and Rosalind Franklin. Yeah, any girl can be glamorous. All you have to do is stand still, look stupid. That's what she said. Yeah? Not me. She said. Then we have Rosalind Franklin. Science and everyday life cannot and should not be separated. Okay, but before we start reading about them, about these two female important girls in history, I would say, how many inventors can you think in 2 minutes? How many inventors? Yeah, I mean in history, inventors or discoverers. No, it can be both. Any ideas of the inventors or discoverers?
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla. What did Tesla do? Nikola Tesla, right?
Inventor of the electricity.
Yeah, the real inventor, the true inventor of electricity, not the other American guy who monopolized electricity. Yeah. Another inventor or discoverer that you can think of?
La imprenta, the imprint, no sé cómo se dice.
But who invented that?
Graham Bell.
Graham Bell. Mm, uh, wasn't he the inventor of telephone?
No.
No, are you sure?
No sé cómo se dice.
How do you say?
Alexander Graham Bell, teléfono. Ujú.
Yeah, he invented the telephone, right? But yeah, okay. But imprenta, it's something in printer, kind of. What about any female inventor that can you think of? Any female? Because you so far you have mentioned me two, and those two are, well, men. What about female or girls, women? Without Googling, sin googlear, without Googling. Marie Curie, she was like a kind of a discoverer, no? Marie Curie, chemical. It has to do something with chemistry, but I don't remember. Marie Curie, no? Mhm. Okay, no worries. Later we can, you can tell me, for example, another, yeah, later on. Right, we're gonna focus here on Hedy Lamarr and Rosalind Franklin, who did really important things to the humankind or to the history without being recognized. No, remember in those days, well, it was totally different from now. Scientists, what else? Teachers didn't recognize girls, or they didn't want girls to study at university, or it was kind of a misogynist ideas, machism ideas. So it was totally different, no? So they weren't, unfortunately, they weren't recognized, but they did great things to the scientific, let's say, science, yeah, kind of technology, scientists, scientific things, no? We're going to read first about Hedy Lamarr. Yeah, it is this. It says forgotten female first. That's why forgotten. It's from the verb forget, forgotten, olvidadas. No, Hedy Lamarr, the Hollywood film star behind the invention. Remember, turn off your microphone. And behind the invention of Wi-Fi and mobile phones. Who would like to say me? Because I don't want to read. I don't need to practice reading. So who? Any volunteer? Yeah, Narda? The Austrian? Yeah, another person. The Austrian, the first paragraph only. Until here again. School, sorry.
My teacher.
Yes.
The Austrian actress Hedy Lamarr was born in Vienna in 1914 as Edwige Kissler. She was a very clever girl, always interested in how things worked. She loved taking her music box to pieces and putting them together again. However, she also loved acting, so she left school early without qualification and start drama school.
Yeah, started. Another person who would like to continue?
Me.
Yes, sir. Heidi, the film star.
Heidi, the film star. Hedwig first worked in Czechoslovakia fields, and she quickly became a successful actress, often called the most beautiful woman in the world. She married in 1933, but her husband didn't want her to work and keep her locked in the house.
Locked.
Locked in the house.
Yeah, another person who would like to continue. Finally,
Other or B?
well, no other you. Yeah, Gustavo. Finally.
Okay, finally, in 1937, she ran away to Paris. Paris. There, she met an American film producer, and under her new name, Heidi Larmar, she was soon a famous holiday actress. Heidi's problems, what she soon got boring with films roles that were just about being beautiful. She didn't enjoy Hollywood parties and liked to spend her free time everything thing
Inventing
inventing
thing.
things.
Yes.
Sorry.
We need to work on the verb pronunciation, ed. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Other person, please. Boy or girl.
Me, teacher.
Yes, sir. Wartime work.
Wartime work. During World War II, she had an idea for making it difficult for the Germans to stop American radio signals. She was the first person to think of sending bits of information of different radio widths and then putting them together when they arrived like a jigsaw sidly. The US Navy didn't take her seriously. No one understood how important Heidi's work was until many years later. And not many people know that it's her idea to make Wi-Fi and mobile phones possible today. She died in 2000 in 2015. Google told her story in one of their doodles on her birthday.
On her birthday, yes. Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi. Jigsaw is like rompecabezas. Yeah, jigsaw. Have you got any questions about vocabulary, guys? It wasn't actually the Wi-Fi. It was the beginning, no, and the signals of radio and the beginning of a new era. Yeah. So unfortunately, no one recognized her in those years, but she did something outstanding for technology. All right, we go with Rosalind Franklin, the scientist who didn't get the Nobel Prize for discovering the structure of DNA. No, in Spanish is on the other side or vice versa, ADN, but in English should be DNA. Yeah, girl, please. Naomi, Sirenia, yeah, Alison.
Hey, teacher.
Yes.
Rosalind Franklin, the scientist who didn't get the Nobel Prize for discovering the structure of DNA. The British scientist Rosalind Franklin was born in London in 1920. She was a very intelligent girl and did math exercise in her free time because she loved it. She went in Cambridge University where she worked very hard studying chemistry. However, she didn't actually get a degree when she finished her course. This was in 2038, and at that time, only men could receive degrees.
Receive pronunciation. Yeah, worked, studied, Cambridge. What about the other person, please?
Me, teacher.
Yes, Trujillo.
Cleaning her place. Her first job was in a laboratory in Paris, where she took X-ray photographs of chemicals to learn more about their structure. She enjoyed living in France and spent her free time walking in the mountains. When she went back to London in 1951. She worked with the science Maurice Wilkins in King's College and began studying DNA. Her problem was, bueno, ¿lo sigo yo? Okay. Her problem was working with male science. They often didn't take female science seriously. Wilkins wanted Franklin to be his assistant.
Assistant.
¿Mande?
Assistant.
Assistant. And when she wanted to do her own work, he called her a dark lady. In the evening, Franklin couldn't eat in the same college dining room as the men.
Dining room. Discovering DNA. Another person, please. Hi. Hello. Brenda, Suri, Arthur, Monse.
Franklin work went well, and she was the first person to show DNA's structure in the photograph. Wilkins showed the photo and her work to two other scientists, James Watson and Francis Crick. He did this without asking Franklin. When Watson and Crick later won the Nobel Prize for discovering the structure of DNA, they didn't say the Franklin's work was very important in their discovery. Rosalind died of cancer in 1958, probably because of all her work with X-rays. In 2013, on her birthday, Google told her story in one of their doodles.
Remember 13, birthday, Google. Yep, it is like that. Okay, any questions about vocabulary? No? Any questions?
No, it's good.
It's good. Everything is good. All right. Perfect. Then we can move on to the next activities. Yeah. I want you to decide for your own which lady you are going to work with. Yeah. And we're not doing this because you are a lot of people here. No, yeah, we can do 10 and 10, no? So one group is going to find the answers. Remember to participate, open your microphone, write your answers, say the answer out loud, speak the answer. Yeah, help. It is in the paragraph number 1, number 2, etc. No, you have to participate. One group is going to answer the questions for Hedy Lamarr, and the other group is going to answer the question for Rosalind Franklin. Yeah, Rosalind Franklin. Okay, I will give you between 7-10 minutes to do this activity because when we come back, the other group is going to ask questions to the other group. Yeah, and the other group obviously have to say the answers for his lady that well that they did. Vale? Okay, so two groups here, Abigail, Alison, Amaranta, Arthur, Liliana, Naomi, Perla, and Reina are going to talk about Rosalind Franklin. Rosalind Franklin. The rest, Alexis, Azuri, Jose Manuel, Narda, Sirenia, are going to answer the question for Hedy Lamarr. Yeah, Hedy Lamarr. Remember, speak your answers, write them down as well. You can reread the text. También pueden leer, volver a leer el texto. Enter to the group, guys. Narda, Brenda, Alexis. Hello. Good. All right, so supposedly you have finished the first part, exercise number 3. Okay, so first is going to ask the question the group number 2 who read about Rosalind Franklin, ¿vale? Ustedes hacen las preguntas y el otro grupo las va a responder, ¿vale? Entonces puedes participar a Suri, Brenda, Gustavo, José, Narda, Hernández Trujillo. Ya, nada más hagan las preguntas. Number 1.
Where and when was she born?
She was born in Vienna in 1914.
Thank you.
No entendí qué dijo.
Sorry?
No entendí qué dijo nada.
Can you repeat one more time, please, the answer?
Please.
She was born in Vienna in 1914.
Thank you. Ajá. Pero creo que por ahí entendimos mal. Ajá. Otra vez me va de nuevo. Los del grupo 2, group number 2, Alexis, Gustavo,
About
Hernández.
Rosalind Franklin.
Ajá. You ask the questions y los que leyeron Hedy Lamarr are going to answer. ¿Vale?
Where and when was she born?
Creo que sí lo dijeron bien. Pero les tocaba a ustedes. ¿Quién leyeron? Guys.
Rosalind Franklin.
Mhm. Okay. That's okay. Let's go on to the question number 2. Other person, please. Brenda, Jose, Narda, Sirenia, you can ask this question.
She loved, ¿hay que contestar la 2?
No, you ask solamente.
What did she enjoy doing as a child?
¿Qué puede contestar? Amanda, Art, ajá.
She loved tucking her music boxes to
Mhm.
piece and putting them together again.
But you estás en el mismo grupo, ¿no? Que Brenda.
Where is Amaranta?
Están en el mismo grupo. Recuerden que tiene que ser el grupo opposite. Ajá. One more.
Amaranta.
Voy a
Your
responder.
turn.
Ujú.
La pregunta la hizo Brenda, ¿no? Y no estaba en mi grupo.
¿No?
No.
Mm.
Sí, estamos
Yes. Yes, you were here. I am here with this. Yeah, hello. So,
Nos confundimos, teacher.
one more time. El grupo que les tocó, Rosalind Franklin, is going to ask this question, ¿vale? Estas preguntas. The other group who read about Hedy Lamarr is going to answer. Yeah? Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So one more time. Number 2, Brenda, can you read it?
What did she enjoy doing as a child?
She was a very intelligent girl and did maths exercise in her free time because she loved it.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. Okay.